Oscar de la Hoya, former world champion and founder of Golden Boy Promotions, has openly suggested that Canelo Álvarez consider changing his trainer following his recent high-profile loss to Terence Crawford. De la Hoya believes that a new coaching perspective could rejuvenate Álvarez's career and restore him to his dominant form in boxing. In a candid interview, de la Hoya stated, "The only thing that I can tell him or give him advice is, get a new trainer." He emphasized that fresh coaching could help Álvarez develop new techniques, improve his footwork, and enhance his speed and movement inside the ring. According to de la Hoya, a different trainer could offer a new perspective on how to leverage Álvarez's natural strengths, particularly his powerful punching and defensive reflexes, allowing him to remain competitive at the highest level for several more fights. The suggestion came after a careful analysis of Álvarez's recent fight against Terence Crawford. De la Hoya observed Álvarez's visible frustration during the bout, noting that it mirrored moments from his previous fights against tactical opponents like Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol. De la Hoya argued that Álvarez struggles against boxers who rely on strategy and technique rather than engaging in a brawl. This, he believes, is a sign that Álvarez needs a trainer capable of preparing him for modern, tactical opponents, and someone who can help him evolve his style to meet the demands of the current boxing landscape. De la Hoya specifically mentioned Ronnie Shields as an example of a trainer who could guide Álvarez toward improvement. Shields, known for working with elite fighters, has the experience and technical knowledge to refine Álvarez's approach, focusing on both offensive and defensive adaptability. According to de la Hoya, incorporating these adjustments could allow Álvarez to capitalize on his natural athleticism while avoiding the mistakes that have plagued him against certain opponents. However, the discussion around a trainer change has sparked debate among boxing insiders. Ronnie Shields himself expressed skepticism about whether Álvarez can maintain his elite performance level. Shields argued that the passage of time and the accumulation of wear and tear on Álvarez's body may limit the impact any trainer could have. He pointed out that Álvarez's recent performances show a reliance on single punches rather than the more sophisticated use of combinations and jabs, indicating that some aspects of decline may be inevitable. Shields believes that while a trainer change could offer temporary improvements, the physical realities of aging could ultimately restrict Álvarez's performance. Despite these concerns, de la Hoya remains confident that Álvarez has the tools to stage a comeback if the right adjustments are made. He stressed that boxing is not only about raw power but also about adaptability, strategy, and continuous learning. A new trainer, de la Hoya insists, could help Álvarez recognize and address his weaknesses while building on his strengths. The emphasis would be on movement, positioning, and timing, areas that could significantly enhance his performance against high-level competition. The conversation about a trainer change also highlights a broader theme in the world of professional sports: the need for athletes to evolve as their careers progress. Boxing legends often undergo transformations in training, technique, and mental approach to extend their careers and stay competitive. De la Hoya's advice underscores this principle, suggesting that even a fighter of Álvarez's caliber must consider fresh input to remain at the top. Critics, however, caution that changing trainers is not a guaranteed solution. Boxing history includes examples of champions who switched trainers successfully and others who struggled to adapt to new methods. The effectiveness of a trainer change depends not only on technical skill but also on the chemistry between fighter and coach, the ability to adopt new strategies, and the willingness to embrace change. For Álvarez, the decision carries both potential rewards and risks, as any adjustment in style or strategy would require time, patience, and commitment. In conclusion, Oscar de la Hoya's recommendation for Canelo Álvarez to get a new trainer comes from a belief that strategic evolution is essential for continued success. While some experts remain skeptical about whether Álvarez can reclaim his dominance, the conversation reflects a critical juncture in his career. It highlights the challenges elite athletes face in adapting to changing conditions and the importance of continuous growth, even after years at the pinnacle of the sport. Whether Álvarez takes de la Hoya's advice remains to be seen, but it has undoubtedly sparked discussion about the future of one of boxing's biggest stars. The next chapter in Canelo Álvarez's career will likely depend on the choices he makes regarding coaching, strategy, and adaptation. De la Hoya's advice, while simple in words, get a new trainer, carries a deeper implication about evolution, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines championship boxing.